The wound wort is probably one of the most useful wild herbs for stopping bleeding and for treating wounds. It's a herbaceous plant and it's sort of like dying back at the moment, but it is still available in some way, shape or form. And you can see all these stems that were like these purpley, sort of like a mouldy purpley red colour, the little flowers, and a bit kind of like mint-like. And there's little bits of growth going on there, and some little roots going out of that, so it's probably like falling down and going to root in with little bits. And sometimes they disappear completely, but usually there's something down there. So if I'd had a cut or a sprain or like a joint pain, cramps, anything like that, these leaves, which look very like nettle leaves, just squash them and apply them to whatever it is, and they're very good at stopping bleeding. And you can sort of put a load more of them like in a poultice, or you could just sort of squash and apply a little bit. And they are one of those plants that you get in gardens quite a lot. They're native to Western Asia and Europe, and you sort of get them in hedgerows, woodlands and shady parts of gardens, and they kind of look kind of interesting, so people leave them thinking they're some kind of garden plant, but they are very useful. So and they do flower for a long time, so they kind of look nice in the garden in the shade somewhere. And here is just like a patch in this woods here that's been here for ages. I think I just planted a tiny little bit originally. So one of these little stems would pull up quite easily with a little bit of root and transfer somewhere else, or you can collect the seeds a bit earlier in the year, or they take from cuttings, and they're very versatile. You see these little bits here that have got roots on them, they'd easily grow. And yeah, very useful plant to have, and will grow in places where other plants might find it a bit challenging.